Hi there, my name is NetherYam, and today we're playing Factorio. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're having a great day. When we last left off, we were going ahead and building a little factory to make us some steel furnaces. Maybe a little overkill for what we want to do, but I don't really want to handcraft this many steel furnaces. You know what I mean? So, I think it's worth it. All right. So, I got everything put together. I went ahead and sort of structured the way the belts were going to be laid out so that we could sort of mix and combine all the belts that were going to need to be mixed and combined. I think I got it. So, this belt is going to be iron sticks. This belt is going to be stone bricks. This belt is going to be stone, just raw stone. And this or belt or section or whatever is going to be steel. So, iron sticks are going, did I say stone sticks? Iron sticks are going to be combining together with the stone. Doesn't super matter which one they're combining with, just they've got to combine with one of these two. Combine with the stone, so this is going to be stone and iron sticks. This one as well, so iron sticks coming over here and wrapping around. Stone coming from the other set of three, mixing here. So these two middle belts here will be stone and iron sticks. And then the steel is then coming in. I'm taking half the steel and essentially splitting it to go down to the steel furnaces. So we'll have on the steel will go here and go onto this belt, and then it'll come crossover and go into this belt, and then that will combine with the stone bricks to make the steel furnaces, right? So these two belts will be half steel, half stone bricks. And then the other half of the steel will go over here and then split and become these two outer belts. And so steel, stone, and iron sticks will become our rail construction later. Didn't finish any of that because that is not something I'm going to worry about right now because I don't have a stick. I don't have a steel or an iron stick production anyhow. So, so for now, all we're going to be doing is stone bricks and steel, and probably stone too, just because it's there, and it'll probably get picked up by the train. It'll get dropped off by the train. These belts will all fill. It'll be fine. Anyway, so we just won't get iron sticks. So in order to actually make that happen, we're going to have to cannibalize this train. And that is going to be a little bit of an interesting conundrum here. I'm not entirely sure how to do that, actually, or if that's even possible. So, first, we're going to tell this to not to do that. And then, what happens if I break this? Oh, incredible. I didn't think that would actually work. I, for some reason, assumed it would, so much coal. Is that gonna... It's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So what I'm gonna do is I'm essentially going to just create a locomotive over here with a new wagon attached. Cool. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just dump all the coal into it. And that's a wagon sitting on the ground there. Pick that up. And then I could just put that wagon. Actually, I didn't even need to break that wagon. I'll just put that back. And then this guy, we will go ahead and nope. Remember which button does which. And of course, as I said last time, my mouse is not ideal for this. See how you can see the camera just bumped out a little bit there because doesn't press. Doesn't have a good metal mouse, which is a little bit of a bummer. All right, anyway, so this guy is now going to just be what we had a second ago. So this is going to go to coal mine. It is going to wait for full, or we'll say 40 seconds. It is then also, no, this one doesn't need an inactivity because it only has one car. And then it's going to go to the stone mine, that's what it's called. Stone mine, it's going to wait for empty cargo, or let's say 45 seconds, just so that I want it to essentially be running empty all the time. I want there to be as much coal in the stone mine as possible. I could make it even more than 45 seconds. So I could just say 50. Or empty. So it'll probably get empty before it'll reach 50 once it has cleaned it out, right? It'll get 40 seconds worth of coal here, and it'll probably still only stay here for 40 seconds, just because it'll probably reach empty before it does that. Anyway, so that's that. Let me go ahead and just fire that off. It won't be able to get too far, because rude. Nice. Just because this is obviously in the way. So, this is going to land here. This is going to be not coal. This is going to, oops, forgot I was in the map mode. This is going to be iron sticks. So we'll just go ahead and filter that so that it doesn't pick up any coal or anything like that. This is dropping off coal, but you know, just in case, just to make sure that it's all nice and for sure. So it'll be iron sticks, stone bricks, stone, and then we will put one more car on the end of it so that it will pick up steel. So, let me actually, oh, it doesn't. All right, let me wait for a second. I'm gonna wait for this car. Nice. That's what I like to see. I'm gonna wait for this train to come back this direction and have a little stop here. Oh man. Okay, let me put another. I wanted to get in here so I can steal some of its coal. Thanks, buddy. So, let me go ahead and load that guy up, and then bring it a little forward here, so that we can get another train car on the back of it. Awesome. And then this guy is going to be just steel plate. So we will go ahead and filter that. Probably don't necessarily need to have all these cars be totally unrestricted, totally empty, you know, like we could theoretically have them, I could, you know, limit how many items they can hold, but whatever. Okay, so now this guy needs to not this. So we're gonna get rid of these. I'm going to have it, we're gonna start here and we're gonna figure out where is the best. So I won't worry about iron sticks yet. We can insert that into its world at some point. So we obviously need to pick up stone and stone brick, but we will do that here. That's not going to be right now, though. I won't set that now. So the other thing we're going to need is steel. So why don't we go ahead and start with steel? So steel pickup, and we're going to wait for full cargo, or let's say 60. Say 60 seconds on all these, and then we will add an inactivity thing as well, because it's got all those other cars that are picking up different things. And then, so now we'll have, just because it's already basically got like 2 full wagons, we will have stone brick, and steel. So I will go ahead and say the next thing, yeah, this makes sense too. I will say the next thing is Saint Furnace and rail drop off. And we will say empty cargo, or 60 seconds, or inactivity. And inactivity is probably a little less relevant on the drop off, but we'll do it anyway. And then we'll loop it around. Let's see. None of these guys are going to be given coal. So actually, why don't I go ahead and add a coal refuel for about 10 seconds. Or actually, we'll just go ahead and add an inactivity for like 1 or 2 seconds. So if it gets there and it's basically full, then it will just move on. We're going to put that in the middle, just so it can go from steel. It can wrap around here, stop off at the coal refuel before it moves on, comes down here, goes to the furnace, drop off, and then it'll come back down here to the stone mine, where it'll pick up Full cargo. Time passed. Honestly, for some of these, I probably don't even need the full cargo. Probably just the 60 seconds or the 5 seconds of inactivity is probably enough, to be honest. Because it won't ever know. It'll never know what full cargo means. I guess if all the wagons happen to be empty or happen to be full, but just doesn't make any sense. Okay, anyway, I think that's good. So steel, and then again, we'll add, depending on where we end up putting the iron stick factory. Out there, here maybe? Could be here. That's kind of awful, but then it would come down here. Yeah, it could come down here, loop around, pick up sticks, then come drop it off. That's not the worst, I suppose. So that could go right after the coal refuel, essentially. But for now, this is fine. And so I'm going to go ahead and hop in, just so I can watch it do its thing. And we'll see if this is correct. And then that coal train can go about its business as well. And yeah, let's just follow this guy along and see if I set it up correctly. I don't see why not. It's all in the infrastructure. We would have had a lot more problems if I hadn't set this up correctly already, but I just like to see it work at least once. I knew that was gonna work. This is obviously a problem, but what else is new? I think it's mostly a problem just because I don't have any iron plates, which is, again, the problem we are trying to solve. So, hopefully... Ooh, it's jumping the inactivity. Just because it's infrequent, but it is less than every 5 seconds. Or it is more frequent than every 5 seconds. So... I don't love that. It's essentially doing nothing right now. But... not entirely, I suppose. It is getting a couple of steel. But maybe we'll make that a little bit more... maybe we'll make that a little more strict? I don't know. I just don't love this. This kind of stinks. But, whatever. It's not the end of the world. It's getting some steel. So, and... whatever. We're gonna improve on this, hopefully. Hopefully. I don't know. There's a lot of things that need iron. So, here's hoping we actually have things that can provide it. Ooh, you know what? Trains can't turn around right there. Just realized. So, might need to... forgot that I have that little cheeky one there. But yeah, no, that worked pretty well. And then on we go. So... basically full tank of gas. Love it. Interesting that it doesn't go that way. I guess because it's going to take that line, which it likes better, I suppose, but whatever. I'm not going to complain. All right, and here we go. Yes, so stone bricks, steel, and stone. I'm going to go ahead and hop out right now. And then let's make sure these all go the way I expect them to. It looks good. Steel and stone bricks. These matter a little less just because I'm not going to be using these at the moment, but do kind of want to make sure that they are about correct. Steel on the outside, stone, and we don't have iron sticks yet, but it looks more or less correct. And then this stuff's going to come down here, and... oh, right. I should probably tell this what I'm making. I was like, wait, why isn't this doing anything? There we go. Okay. But yeah, looks good to me. And then hopefully we'll start getting steel furnaces, and they'll go into this little chest. Just chill, this is a little limited, just so, whoops. Oh, it's not. I don't need probably more than that, really. Even that might be kind of aggressive. But at least we'll have, you know, a little pile of furnaces, you know, 150 or so. And then we will be able to pretty easily, ideally, upgrade this to be steel furnaces. You know, that will probably mean that we're not producing enough iron and whatever, but that's an easy fix, right? That's the thing. I don't I don't know what else I could do at this point to make more iron plates. Like, certainly I could create another... This is wildly polluted. I could create another whole thing, right? Another whole setup of this somewhere else. And I was thinking about that. I was contemplating moving this whole thing over, right? This doesn't fit with the design documents of now anyway. I don't know why the heck I built it all the way over here. Just wishful thinking, maybe, that I was going to have this ginormous factory, but yeah, so I might slide this whole thing over and then just build another iron smelter here, right, with its own drilling platforms and all that kind of stuff. Just really sort of like up the production, but I don't really want to do that, so I'm really hoping I'll probably have to do that eventually anyway, but I really don't want to move this. But anyway, oh, how slow is this guy? Are you like really slow? Oof, that is tragic. All right, anyway, I forgot it is a 4-car train. I could put another locomotive on it to help it move along a little faster. Anyway, so I don't know, this is gonna be pretty slow. Like, this is it, this is all I got. 23, that's not nothing. Why don't we go tweak a couple and see what happens. Car? Out down there. Beans. I could wait for the train. Let's go this way. Try not to get run over. It should be along any moment. Kind of surprised it isn't actually. Oh, maybe it's stuck in traffic. Yeah, it is. Oh, that's it there. So, I'm gonna hop on this train instead of going all the way up to the iron plate area. I'm going, instead of walking that whole way, which would have been admittedly faster, I'm gonna hitch a ride here back down to the stone mine, and I'm gonna pick up the car. Which again will be slower, but I won't have to walk all the way up there. And then I'll have my car with me, so for any future walks, then those will be easier as well. I wonder if I should actually not split these right now. Just to maximize the amount of steel that we get. Combine, like, use all 6 for the stone furnaces, or the steel furnaces. Maybe. Because this will fill, but that still means that it'll just be wasting steel on these 3 chests that I'm not using at the moment. So, maybe. Boy, 60 seconds is a real long time when you're just sitting here waiting. Did I turn you to... Yeah, no, you're still on automatic. Thought maybe I had overridden its programming. Ah, I love the trains. Love trains! I love trains in video games. I wish there were more video games that had this kind of thing. And there are plenty, but I wish there were more. I love a bit of Open TTD, a little bit of Rise of Industry, you know, that kind of thing. I just want more of it. All right, how we doing here? What's going on? What's the problem? Move along then. How do you not have... Oh, you don't. Well, maybe I'll give this inactivity too. I guess it probably won't ever. Oh well. It's fine. I could have hopped out, I suppose. I didn't need to wait to get all the way here. I just wanted the car. Alright, so I think I will, since we're gonna go back this way anyway. Let's take a quick stop at the steel furnace factory and just temporarily, just a little cheeky, woohoo! Some of those things were ghosts, but didn't want to risk it. All right, just temporarily, I'm gonna take this, and I'm going to run it this way, like so, and I'm just gonna combine these together, just for now. And I will go ahead and put a ghost there, just so I know that I did that. Because I don't know how long it's gonna be by the time I'm back to making this also make rails. Who knows? It could be days. My memory doesn't last for days, it barely lasts for hours. Alright, back to iron production. Oh, I could have probably grabbed a couple more steel furnaces while I was there. Probably a couple more had gotten made since my little train adventures. This is not where I'm, oh my gosh. That's the same train! So in between episodes, I accidentally ran into this train. I can't believe I ran into the exact same train again. Just a different car. Oh my god. I don't know why I got out of the car for that. Now I have to walk, but whatever. Can't believe it. Can't believe I hit the same. I've only hit the train. I've only hit a train now actually twice in this whole playthrough, and it happened to be the same train, but a different car. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put these guys down here somewhere. Boy, it's looking pretty rough down here, gang. So I'm gonna put these here for now, just as in a sort of a little weak half measure, because I'm not 100% sure that I'm going to be abandoning stone furnaces. I don't know why I wouldn't, but you know, I'm scared. Okay, so 24, perfect. Look at this. Okay, I've never done this before, and I don't know if I can. I don't know if it would make any difference. But what's this do? It's a thing. And if I go like this, oh, it'll just straight try for all of it. Okay, what if I only have, what if I don't have red? Oh, it does have some fast inserters though, which I don't really want it to do. It's pretty cool though. So if I just do this, all right. Oh, you're gonna try to make all those paths. It did do the upgrade though, that's cool. Didn't really need you to make all the paths, but thanks, I suppose. Let me go ahead and finish the paths just so that I don't kind of waste. So really, you can't, there's nothing that reaches that? How do you figure? I'm gonna take that down. I'll put it there. Why? Who knows? All right, well, yeah, that's pretty cool. So I can sort of make use of that a little bit. Oops, pressed the wrong button. That's what happened. Nice. I like that. Is there no way to control that though? Boy, they're not kidding about the pollution. This is just gonna be pure red. Mm-hmm. All right, so I assume what I'm gonna be seeing here is pretty soon this line is going to be quite bare, because it is absolutely gobbling the iron up. But cool. Okay, I love it. I dig it. I'm gonna need more miners, but pff, what else is new? We got 13 of them just lying around. I don't even know why I have those, but I'll go ahead and put these down just to at least do something. But that'll probably be a project for a later date. Let's go and just throw a few down here. So that's something. But yeah, we'll probably come back to that at some point in the future to, you know, once we have a few more of these steel furnaces, and we kind of, yeah, wow, that did not take long. So probably the end result, well, I guess the end result is kind of the same. We kind of did nothing because now it's only these guys that are working, and they're twice as fast, but I only now have half as many working. So pretty much that did nothing. without a pretty significant increase in oh my gosh, yeah, okay. Without a pretty significant increase in iron production. So we can do this better. I mean, obviously, but I want to do this. Don't want to just make. Do I want to bring them all in and balance them? Where's my little... This seems insubstantial, but it is 4 to 4. So technically it's not insubstantial. You know, we probably want more belts and things like that as well, but like, I kind of, you know, I'm just sort of thinking about the shape of the node. And if I put more over here and stuff, I don't want to just be limited to these 4 belts. So if I sort of like, I'll jam them into here. Theoretically, that will help me. This is getting close, though. It's getting close to being semi-saturated, you know? How do I do this? How do I solve this problem? Yeah, I mean, I guess what I could do is we can create more here, another like line of these, and then that line of 4. I don't know if I can fit 4 more lines in here. Can go to this. See what I'm saying? Can go to this one. Or maybe we'll do 3. 3 each. Maybe that'll make the most sense. So we'll do this here. Yeah, I don't know if I can do 4 realistically. Like, obviously I could put a couple over here, and that might help, but like 4 sort of complete, nice, solid lines. You know what I'm saying? All right. I should have taken care of the trees first, but we'll just do that instead. So something like that, and then what I'm thinking is we'll essentially end up with 7. Oh, gross. Well, maybe just do 2. Maybe instead of 3, we'll just do this, and I'm gonna have these be up higher just because there's nice rich iron up there. Obviously I could put more up here too, but for now this is fine. So maybe 2 like that, because what I'm thinking is, oh boy, how did that happen? I pressed the wrong button. I pressed Control X. Did that stop them? That actually stopped them while they were marked to be deleted. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Did not know that. Because what I'm thinking is, currently, these are being fed by 2 belts. Not even. one belt, essentially, right? So these two are coming in here, but they are, well, not even two belts. They're combining with with the coal. But let's just sort of say, right, the amount of iron that's on these two belts is getting split between here. Yeah. So this belt is serving this line and this line. And then this belt is serving this line and this line, so on and so forth. So each belt has two full things here. So essentially, what we're ended up with is two belts going into this. Because one here, or half of one here, half of one here, half of one here, half of one here. So two belts fully, but if I add these two, what I can do is change this up a little bit so that these three, I'll take three of the belts, put them through a balancer, and then take these four belts that are coming out, and I'll just send them here, right? So for each belt, we'll just sort of go to one side, and then the other three will do the exact same thing, but they'll go to this side. See what I'm saying? So, we'll see. We'll see if that makes sense. It'll take a lot of rework, a lot of planning, a lot of just to get it all detangled, combined into all of this. But I think that might be an easy way to keep these things sort of, you know, without totally redoing all of this and everything. It'll kind of keep it sorted, right? So instead of splitting these four lines over all of these, I will send three of them here, three of them here, which isn't like a huge increase. It'll go from 2 to 3, but it'll still be, each one will get a whole other belt of resources to play with. And right now that won't matter here, but because these are fine. But obviously as I turn these into steel furnaces, this is not gonna cut it. So we'll see if that works out. I don't exactly know. Another thing I could do is make these double belted and just have each belt be only that resource, so they can have full belts instead of half belts. But that probably won't make my problems easier. That'll probably make them somewhat harder. Because, yeah. I think a big part of my problem is I just don't have it. I'm not producing enough resources, so, like, what are you gonna do? But anyway, all right, I think that's gonna have to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me. When I come back with more Factorio, I don't think I have anything to do off camera. So when I come back, I think I'll just sort of, maybe we'll just sort of plan out how exactly I want to fix this a little bit. I think I might approach it in a different way, where instead of like weaving them all in and out from left to right like this, I might sort of wrap the belts down this way, and then we can have them sort of weave from the bottom up, and I think that'll kind of just make it a little easier for them to go into these 6 or 8 inlets here. And then hopefully that'll allow us to add these 2 belts without too much issue. Probably mean an entire rework of this whole thing, but hopefully that will end up being, that'll end up being good and helpful and make it a little easier to, I don't know, just visualize, see what's going on, maybe problem solve at times or whatever. I don't know, we'll find out. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I can't wait to see you again, and I hope you have an incredible day. Okay, bye!
Thank you again for watching the video. If you'd like to see more from me, feel free to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when my videos go live. I'd also very much love to hear from you down in the comments below.